Welcome back. Star Wars Racing Incorporated, baby. So, quick shop update for this week. So got the car pretty much ready to go. Gonna go out for a test day this weekend, this Sunday, hopefully at Homestead Miami Speedway. Quick update on some stuff we've done. Put a new plate back here. I love how this one came out. The other one was too small, so it was still getting things dirty and the paint off and things like that. So I put a nice, a thicker piece of metal here now with the nice rivets now. All the way, goes all the way around. So really happy with that. So that came out real good, really cool. So got the needles on because we're gonna do the test day. So word of advice is, yeah, for test days and stuff, take your older tires and whatever you're not using, and they're mounted on these super heavy steel wheels. So this is technically my ring tire. So I went ahead and did a little paint job on it just to change it a little bit, just to play around. I'll be taking these off to color the letters a little more. This one's done. So that's kind of the look there for testing. Not sure how I feel about it, but you know, it's just something different. Got the light on here. Gonna be changing the brake pads, as I'm gonna show you here. Here's the old guys. This one is not terrible, I guess. You know, it's got a decent amount there, you know, to finish it. But this one, definitely I went hard on this one and very thin. So that was the last time at Sebring. So I guess I was braking pretty hard. So I usually rotate these, so that's the advice that I've received, is rotate these so they wear out the same way, because you know they when you brake, I guess depending on how your brakes work, then you know the inner part or the outer part bites a little more. So here you can tell the difference between the two. So I might have taken a little longer to swap these. I've been swapping them, but still, you know. Anyway, so I keep these just in case. You never know at the track. I have a bunch now, but still, you know, like I said, this one is definitely usable. Not too much, but you know, a weekend something goes on. So here's the new guys, brand new, ready to go. So I'll put those on both sides, of course. A couple things to show you guys before I forget. The O'Reilly brake cleaner for $2.50 definitely works. So not to shame any other parts stores, but this one being over $2 cheaper, I'm gonna be going with this one. It works out really good. Good pressure too. Sometimes the other brands, you know, you have a can that it's kind of off, so you don't get that pressure coming from the spray. So really happy, it's worked out really good. So I'm stocking up on those for sure. What else? Here's the other front tire. I'm doing the letters again, you know, want to make it look neat, of course. Don't let this fool you here. This is the last 4 sessions, okay? I got like another 8 on the other side. So these tires have been to about 12 heat cycles, if not more. So these are the Nitos. So these are the Warrior tires. These things are super hard, compound, and they'll last forever. They're not super fast, but they're, you know, they do okay. So I use these for whenever I'm going to do testing and things like that. So that's a word of advice, you know, and keep the good ones, keep the Hoosiers away for the good stuff. This is something I want to show you guys too. This is a camera mount. I have one now, but it's old and it's just never stable. And this thing I found on Amazon. We're gonna put it on for this weekend and test it out, but I think it's gonna be beautiful. So basically you can mount it in any position, obviously, like this, also on the bars, you know, on the cage on either side, and then the whole thing here pivots. So whatever you put it, you can put your camera. Eventually, you can align it to show correctly. So I'm gonna be testing that out. This was $7 at Amazon, so we'll see how good it is. It's Forever Cam is the brand here, but $7 in Amazon, you can't beat that. So hopefully it works out. And tell you what, much cheaper than anything else I found out there. So we'll see. We're gonna test it out. On to the runoffs preparation. So basically here, just buying little bits of parts. These are pretty cheap. This is all pretty much from Rock Auto. For the RX-7, they do have a lot of decent amount of parts for us. So I got some wheel bearings here. So I got 4 sets basically. So mine are good, but again, I'm gonna probably change them before I go to the runoffs, assuming I go. And then I still have some spares. You know, just watching. I've been watching the runoffs on the internet, if you will, and yeah, things that people keep breaking on. So I'm taking notice. So got some wheel studs just in case. These were pretty cheap. They were like 80 cents each. So I got the whole 2 sets. Watching the runoffs too. I think I was watching the GTL race from what's it called? From Indy, where we're going. Trying to learn something. And a couple guys losing the clutch. And I had some clutch problems at Homestead a month ago. And it was simple as replacing the slave cylinder. So got another one. This was like 10 bucks. Again, just a little bit of small parts are cheap. Stacking up and making sure you have all the spare parts before you go to the runoffs. This is also part of the wheel. So this is the seals for the back of the back end of the wheel. So these were like 60 cents. So I got 8. Load up on those too. So that's it. Just gonna change the brakes today. Just the pads. I'm sorry. That'll take a minute. Work on the inside of the car. Got the battery tray out. I'm gonna be changing that as well. So there's the battery tray space. It's empty. Here's the old battery tray. May have to put it back just for this weekend, and then I'm gonna get the real metal stuff, something very sturdy in the next, I don't know, few weeks or so, if I can. They're kind of expensive, so we'll go with this plastic one for a little bit. It's all clean inside. It's all good to go. Here's the old camera mount, the old style. And I'll replace that one too with the $7 one from Amazon. And we should be good for testing this Sunday at Homestead. And then we have a race the last weekend of March at Palm Beach International, the old Moroso. So looking forward to that. You can see how the car does. Still working to kind of work on settings for the Weber, making sure I'm getting the full deal there. But the car feels good. So got everything back together. We already showed this last time. Got the front strut back together, all nice and welded back in there. Got also the new air duct, all replaced, real good, and ready to go. So also, the other thing with the brake duct, here's the old one. So basically, I was able to save it. It had took a little beating, but I was able to put this tape on it. It's racer's tape, and save it. So. I'll carry this with me. And the other one breaks, then you have something to replace it with. Plus, I had a new one here. This one actually is 2 pieces that I cut to make the other ones. So this is 2 pieces together, and then I joined them to make one. So again, it's almost like you don't want to throw away stuff. You never know what you're gonna do. So basically, I got 2 extra brake ducts now. One that was destroyed, and one from 2 separate pieces. So. Save myself 50 bucks right there. So that's the story here. So again, we're gonna go put the brakes on, and we'll do the beating on the first session of testing, hopefully this coming weekend at Homestead. And then we're ready to continue testing the car and making sure it's tip top for the end of March. And then I have a double divisional race weekend, and I think with that I'm qualified, and I'm all done with my races for the runoff. So that's the plan, at least. So anyways, that's the update. That's what's going on here at Star Wars Racing Incorporated.